Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to high school basketball here on youtube.com/Storied Rivals. Will Ford here on hand with Dave Hilliard for Tri-Valley boys basketball as they take on the Coshocton Redskins. Tri-Valley is 3-5 on the season, and Coshocton, they're the inverse, 5-3. Tri-Valley holds a 3-1 Muskingum Valley League record. Coshocton 2-1. So both teams looking good in the conference. Coshocton above 500, Tri-Valley under 500 though. And Dave, Tri-Valley has played some really tough teams this year. They've got a lot of tough teams coming up on their schedule, so their record doesn't really look good on paper, but they've played against a lot of really good teams that aren't in the Muskingum Valley League, and so I don't think it's necessarily a reflection of how good this team really is, but they're going up tonight against the Coshocton Redskins team that's playing some pretty good basketball right now, so we'll see what happens.
Just both teams coming off a loss, too, here, Will. That's Coshocton lost a really tough game to a local rival for them, Ridgewood, the other night. Came down to the last possession of the game. They lost 51-48. Tri-Valley in the same boat coming off a loss, although theirs was a little bit more significant. They fell 54-29 to Hilliard-Bradley. And you mentioned the strength of the opponent. Hilliard-Bradley's undefeated. DeSales is another loss, non-conference loss, and we did that game here, and DeSales is just loaded with talent. And they've lost to Meadowbrook, which is a conference team, but again, Meadowbrook's probably the class of the MVL right now, so they've played three really, really tough squads. As you said, their record, they're 3-5, but probably not indicative of what kind of team they really are.
Yeah, for sure. And DeSales, they features an athlete on their team that's going to be playing Division I basketball, and Desmond Watson. And so, just the competition that they've played has been top tier, no doubt, but they'll have a chance to redeem themselves here this evening against the Coshocton Redskins. And it is senior night as well, Dave, and a lot of teams did that at the beginning of the season with the uncertainty surrounding the pandemic and things like that, but I think the boys basketball team confident that they were going to make it to this point in the season, and now it's senior night for these boys.
Like football season, it was week one. Everyone was having their senior nights because they weren't sure if it was going to happen, but the girls here had their senior night early, but boys doing theirs tonight, and the starting lineup reflects that a little bit. I was looking at the starters. They were marked for us, and they leave them here for us up on our broadcasting area, and I was trying to figure out why the difference in the starting lineup. Well, with it being senior night, a couple seniors are finding the starting lineup tonight that normally have not been starters, so kind of nice Coach McLaughlin throwing those seniors out there so they can start on their senior night. And starting lineup for Tri-Valley does consist tonight of Dalton Hazen, Jalen Goins-Chandler, Ty Smith, Jacob Frew, and Caden King. And then on the other side, Coshocton starting Zach Jennings, Jacob Lonsberry, Nathan Favre, Corbin Haley, and Abe Jarvis rounds out the five for the Coshocton Redskins. So looking for a really competitive game tonight, Will. Hope this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, 100%. And we want to thank you so much for joining us on youtube.com/Storied Rivals. And we want to thank our sponsors as well, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC Muskingum Valley Health Centers. Here we go at Rich Longenberger Court, and Coshocton will open up with possession of the basketball. Got some backdoor cuts going on underneath. And they feed it down low, and that's going to be deflected and out of bounds, and I believe it's going to stay with Coshocton.
Pretty standard offense. A lot of teams run there from Coshocton. They showed the flex offense there on their very first possession. That was that basket cut you saw there underneath.
And Jarvis is going to inbound underneath the basket, looking for somebody. He'll go all the way into the backcourt, and it's deflected. Coshocton gets it back. And Tri-Valley opening up a man-to-man defense here. Cross-court pass. Three ball lined up, and that's knocked down by number 30, Abe Jarvis. Gets a scoring started for Coshocton. And Ty Smith's going to get trapped near the boundary. Now they'll swing it around, and here's a three the other way, and that's too strong. And that was Dalton Hazen with the miss, getting the start tonight on senior night. And another three from Jarvis, that's missed. Offensive rebound and hitting the deck, and it's going to be out of bounds. Nathan Favre is trying to corral that board.
just from what I was able to find out about Coshocton, they're not shy about hoisting the threes, and Jarvis has let it fly here from deep twice already.
Goins Chandler has been one of the team's best offensive players of late, and he gets fouled on a push.
And early on, we're seeing Coshocton really trying to pressure the basketball. They don't really have a true post player out there, so I think that's going to be their MO. They're going to try to pressure you and force you into some mistakes handling the basketball.
Luke Lyles heading to the scores table. He's going to check in here momentarily. Caden King outside the three-point line, and he'll set a screen. Now Ty Smith in the corner. Picks up his dribble and gets it to Frew down low. Nice cut. And Hazen with the bucket.
For the Scotties, Dalton Hazen, 2 points.
Three to 2 Coshocton, 6:18 on the clock, first quarter. And a feed into the paint, lost it. Zach Jennings going to slow things down. He'll set up some offense. Hazen with some good ball pressure. And a nice feed from the high post. And that's a bucket for Coshocton. Number 15, Corbin Haley.
Jarvis with the assist.
Jarvis has a 3 and now an assist. Frew on the right wing, and a turnover. Here's Jarvis off the steal. Hop step, gets blocked by Jake Frew. Ty Smith kicks it ahead to Goins Chandler in transition for 2.
For the Scotties, Jalen Goins Chandler, 2 points.
5 to 4 Coshocton. And a foul away from the ball. And that's on Big Caden King. His first foul and the team's first. He'll go take a seat. Eric Neal and Luke Lyle will come into the game for Tri-Valley.
Caden's at a real disadvantage there because if he runs into someone, if they run into each other equally, you know, that person's going to fall.
Yeah.
And it just looks like Caden might have pushed off or something. And a lot of times he's not guilty of that contact. He's just bigger. And sometimes the bigger person doesn't get the benefit of the doubt in basketball.
And when you take up as much space as Caden King does defensively, it can lead to some problems, but he is pretty nimble. And Lyle comes into the game, gets a steal, transition, misses the layup, offensive board and a putback. And Eric Neal comes in and immediately makes an impact. And Eric Neal, a freshman, got his first career start before the new year. He's been a contributor ever since, and a steal from Tri-Valley. Goins Chandler thought about lining up a 3, and he walked with it.
Took an extra little hop there when he was trying to gather that pass in. So 2 turnovers apiece here early. Tri-Valley ahead on the scoreboard 6-5.
Approaching the midway point of the first quarter here in Dresden. Jennings tries to find Haley down low, and it goes out of bounds.
Nice little set play where they try to clear out everybody on one side and run a back door to that lone player that's left, but Tri-Valley read it all the way and knocked out of bounds.
Jarvis inbounds to the corner. Dribbled off the foot. Coshocton gets it back. Jarvis has it tapped around his waist, out of his reach from Ty Smith. It's out of bounds again. Favre thought about a 3 off the inbound. Now Jarvis almost walked with it, gets it back to Favre. Nice strong move, missed it, gets his own rebound, and out of bounds off of him.
That was a really nice bounce pass in there from Jarvis. They just couldn't convert inside once they got it in there, but a really nice look by him to get that ball inside.
Ty Smith and Goins Chandler just lob back and forth to each other, and then a turnover from Frew trying to find Eric Neal.
Dribbled it out of bounds.
And Favre steps on the out of bounds line, and it's a turnover. That's unforced there.
Ty Smith kind of guided him over that way a little bit, so turnover battle still even here. 3 apiece early on here.
Frew on the wing. Needs to find somebody before that 5-second call, and he dribbles out of it. Now Goins Chandler will reset. He has Eric Neal at the high post. Lyle in the right corner. He'll drive baseline, float it up off the front of the rim, and a rebound Coshocton. Jennings will race up the floor. And he's got it back in the corner. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first. Low scoring first quarter, 6-5 Tri-Valley. A pull-up jumper from Jennings, no good. Smith the board.
Ty did a nice job staying in front of him there, making him force a tough shot up off the dribble.
Jake Frew lined up on the low block, spins, fades away, off the glass, no good. Now Jennings. Up top, a nice lob inside, and a steal from Lyle. Picking the pocket of Corbin Haley. He'll race, drive, throw it up, fouled, going to the stripe for 2.
Nice play there. Lyle all the way defensively and then trying to finish at the basket. That foul's on Favre. That's his first and the team's second for Coshocton.
Lyle misses the first one, so we're still at 6-5. Alex Williams and Drew Burkhardt in the game for Tri-Valley. Brody Hammersley in the game for Coshocton. Lyle connects on the second one. 7-5 Scotties. Jennings penetrates, kicks out. Another kick out, a 3-ball, and that's rattled home. Abe Jarvis' second 3-pointer.
As we said earlier, they're not shy about taking those 3. That's Jarvis is at 2 of them already. He's 2 for 3 from behind the arc.
Lyle now will hoist the 3 and knock it down. Anything you can do, I can do better, and he answers. 10-8 Scotties. Just under 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. And a steal. Drew Burkhardt drives in transition and finishes and extends this Tri-Valley lead to 4 and a timeout on the court. Coshocton calls for time as they trail by 2 possessions here late first quarter.
I think they're going to be talking about ball security over there a little bit. I mean, that's 5 turnovers already for Coshocton here. And part of that is Tri-Valley just doing a really nice job of getting in all the passing lanes, and they're really trying to disrupt the dribblers, making people go where they don't want to go. They've done a nice job there creating some turnovers, but again, Coshocton's got to be a little bit more conscious of taking care of the basketball. Jennings has only taken 1 shot, and previous to our, the game here, we're doing a little research. Jennings has been probably one of the leading scorers here for Coshocton so far in their first 8 games, and he's only taken 1 shot here so far, but Jarvis trying to take up the slack there a little bit. He's got the 2 threes to balance that out maybe a little bit.
He tries to get it off the inbound out of the timeout, and it's forced out of bounds.
There's Burkhardt in the passing lane again. I mean, they're just Tri-Valley doing a really nice job of trying to take those away.
And there's going to be a foul on the inbound. Alex Williams initiates some contact on Lonsberry.
That was a nice way of saying that he just beat him across the arms.
Jennings tries to get out of this press. They do a good job. Coshocton, nice work. And Jarvis lines up another three. Almost gets the bounce. And Williams can't corral the board, and it's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Redskins.
Official forgot to put his whistle in his mouth. It took him a little bit to blow
Yeah,
the
I saw
whistle.
that.
He was struggling looking for it there. And it was
What's the call? What's the call, ref?
He's trying to find his whistle.
Jake Frew back in the game. Eric Neal will take a seat. 50 seconds to play, quarter number 1. Lonsberry will fire out to Jarvis. No look pass to the corner. Driving baseline, trying to finish, no good. Rebound Frew, and a deflection and a steal. So Favre misses the shot, but they get it back. 32 seconds. Coshocton will see if they play for the final shot of the quarter. Jennings on the wing. Favre sets a screen and a steal from Jake Frew. That's another turnover. Frew misses.
Ooh.
Wild shot there. I think he wanted some contact, and he didn't get it.
Foul, yeah.
Favre pump fakes and another steal.
It was a kick there that time.
Kick ball, 11 seconds left.
Both teams super aggressive right there. Both ends. I thought he got fouled going in for the layup, but so does Coach McLaughlin. He's having a conversation over there with the official that was in position on that one.
Scooping layup off the glass. That's missed badly from Haley. 3 seconds left. Lyle doesn't realize how much time is left, and Tri-Valley lets the quarter expire. So they'll go into the first quarter break with a 12-8 lead, leading by 4. And we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC Muskingum Valley Health Center.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
Hey, this is Sergeant Raz. This is what it's like in the National Guard. Did I mention it was part-time? I give them my time, they pay for my education. We all have family. This is my extended one. What are you doing today? Check out nationalguard.com.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
Welcome back to Rich Longerberger Court here at Tri-Valley High School in Dresden. Second quarter underway, lob inside, and a layup to start the second quarter for Jake Frew, 14-8 Tri-Valley. And the story in the first quarter, Dave, is the turnovers for Coshocton. 6 turnovers in that opening quarter. Doesn't bode well for their offense, but we were talking during the break, it doesn't seem like either team's going to be able to run and hide or maintain that much of a lead in this game.
It's just pretty competitive, pretty equal right now. So see if both teams can maintain that level of defensive pressure for 4 quarters here. That might be one of the indicators of who's going to win it.
Jennings off the inbound over to Jarvis, finds a cutter and it's deflected. Ty Smith comes away with it. That's another turnover for Coshocton, 7 in the game and the first one of the quarter. Cross-court pass from Goins Chandler. Now Lyle. Ty Smith now will reset. 1 minute gone by in this second quarter. Low scoring affair, 14-8. Lyle thought about a 3, will drive left, baseline shot, gets the bounce.
Nice ball movement there, attacked both sides of the floor, found himself a little gap and got the shooter's touch off the rim there for Lyle.
Lyle has 6 points, leading the Scotties on the floor. Now Caden King back in the game, and he's putting some ball pressure up top, but gets beat to the basket. And there's going to be a blocking foul on Jake Frew.
Just a little bit late, and he's underneath the rim. I mean, you're not going to get that charge call when you're underneath the rim. I still have told you this before. I just wish they had that. The same thing that they do in the college game with that
the restricted
area.
That little half circle
Yes,
in
sir.
the lane. That would be nice. And so Corbin Haley's at the line, hits the first. Caden King will take a seat, and Caden King's a nimble player defensively for a big guy, but you don't want him out on the perimeter guarding players too often.
There's some tough matchups out here. There's not really a post player out there for him to guard tonight, but like you said, he has good feet. He can give him some quality minutes off the bench tonight.
Haley makes both. 16-10. Coshocton still trailing. Goins Chandler crosses the timeline. Now some traps and a deflection out of bounds from Jarvis.
Tri-Valley trying to break that pressure. You really need to get the ball to the middle of the floor against any kind of pressure like that, and that's going to solve most of them.
Ty Smith yet to score, and he still can't score. Misses an easy one inside, a little bunny.
Nice spin move, though, to get there.
Tri-Valley gets it back, though. Neal trying to post up, now sets a screen, a back screen for Smith. And they feed it down there to Neal, and he loses it. It's on the floor, and they're going to call a jump.
You're old school, a jump. Alternate possession is what these new guys have to call it, right?
That's right, yes. That's right. I am a little old school. Smith inbounds to Neal. And they'll get it back to Smith up top, reset. Now Lyle loses it momentarily. A handoff, Lyle for three. That's short. Rebound Coshocton. Favre will kick it ahead to Jennings. Now they'll swing it around the horn. Backdoor cut.
Oh, thought he traveled there.
Favre now on the outside. He's in some traffic. Now they'll back out. Another backdoor cut and a layup inside. And that's Jacob Lonsberry with his first bucket.
With the basket for the Redskins. 2 points.
(16 to 12), 4:47 left in the first half. Ty Smith lines up three, too strong. Offensive board, Lyle, and they're going to call over the back. Not too sure about that call, Dave. What did you think?
I thought he went straight up for that. I mean, he didn't have the inside position, but he certainly didn't seem like he created any contact there. So I don't have the view the official did since they're on the other end of the floor there. So
It was a long rebound, too, so
sure was.
Lyle didn't have to really initiate that much.
Coach McLaughlin, I think, is agreeing with our assessment that he's not very happy with the official down here on the baseline.
Lonsberry kicks it out, top of the key. A three ball lined up by Jarvis, no good.
It was the same rebound that happened on the other end right there.
Yep, it's a good point. And on back-to-back possessions, too, so.
It's 2 in a row there on Lyle. That's coach going to have to consider maybe giving him a little break here with 2 fouls in this point in the second quarter.
And we still have a good chunk left, half of the second quarter. McLaughlin, though, is trusting Lyle. Jarvis swings it. Coshocton throwing darts with these passes cross court. Neal almost gets a steal. Coshocton's trying to find these backdoor cuts, but Tri-Valley's doing a really good job defending against them.
they've recovered well when they've been beat on them. So they've done a really good job team defensively.
This is a long possession for the Redskins, taking their time. Jennings penetrates, and they're going to call a foul, an offensive foul, a charge on Zach Jennings, and he's a little hobbled as he hit the floor hard.
It's another one of those that can go either way. That block charge is such a tough call to make, and a little bit out of control there, I think, helped the official make his mind up that was a charge. I was thinking they might go with traveling instead of the charge, but
I wasn't sure initially. Just he took a second to make the call, and I wasn't sure if that was a hesitation or what. But
Lyle just came out of the game. I think that's pretty good move with 2 fouls at this point in the game. Just gave him a little break here.
Still maintaining a 4-point lead, Tri-Valley is. And a baseline shot, left short. Offensive rebound, though. No good again. A third opportunity. Ty Smith spots up. Short again. A fourth opportunity. And finally, Tri-Valley gets it to go. Jake Frew.
Super work there by Tri-Valley on the board. And there's just an unforced error for their 8th turnover here of the first half. Coshocton doing a little better job taking care of the ball here in a couple last few possessions, but that was a pass to the cheerleader standing down here on the end line.
Two minutes, 46 seconds left in the first half. A nice feed down to the right block and a layup, back-to-back buckets for Jake Frew.
Again, they got the ball to the middle against that trap, and you get the ball to the middle of the floor, you're going to create opportunities, and that was an easy bucket.
Jennings lines up a 3, air ball. Neal with the board, throwing ahead to Ty Smith. More contact, and they're going to count the bucket and a foul. Blocking foul on Coshocton, and Ty Smith will have a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, super move, a strong move to the basket by Ty Smith. And he converts, and he's got a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
And the foul on Nathan Favre, his second foul of the half. Smith converts the and one. 23-12. Tri-Valley has made this a double-digit game.
A 7-point run here. It was 16-12, 7-0 run here from Tri-Valley.
Coshocton needs to stop the bleeding. They almost turn it over, and it's going to stay with the Redskins, and that was a close one.
Nice pressure there from Ty Smith, and Jalen Goins-Chandler right there had him in a trap and just real aggressive with their hands. Thought they had created the turnover, but Coshocton going to keep it on that one.
Jarvis looking for somebody, and he inbounds it. And Jarvis was wide open on a cut to the basket, and instead it's another turnover from Corbin Haley. Now Tri-Valley. Frew with a nice spin. What a play off the catch. And it's 25-12, and Tri-Valley's doubled up the Redskins. Timeout on the floor.
Make that a 9-0 run now here for Tri-Valley. Once was 16-12, now 25-12. Jake Frew, the beneficiary of some nice passing, and the work out front by the guards getting through that pressure and leaving him down there. Nice spin move, as you said, but he's had a couple of uncontested ones down there. He has 8 in the quarter here for the Dogs. He's leading all scorers, by the way. He's got 8. Hazen has 2. Goins-Chandler has 2. Burkhart with 2. Ty Smith with that old school 3-point play there. He has 3. Eric Neal with 2. Lyle with 6. Lyle's still out of the game right now with his 2 fouls, and with a 13-point lead, I'd let him sit there and not have a chance of getting a 3rd foul here before the half. Coshocton here only with 4 points in the quarter, a couple free throws, and a deuce from Lonsberry, so they got some work to do here.
Now Tri-Valley's going to trap out of the timeout.
It's a good move, switching your defense up during the timeout by Coach McLaughlin.
Lonsberry guarded by Ty Smith, and Smith almost forces the turnover, and instead he commits the foul. But you can tell Smith is energized right now after that 3-point play. He's had a couple nice plays defensively.
It's the kind of energy you need out of Ty Smith for this team to be successful, I think.
Jennings is yet to score in this game, and as Dave noted, one of the leading scorers of recent games for Coshocton. Jarvis has 6 points, 2 threes, lines up another, short. He's missed his last couple three-point attempts. Goins Chandler tries to rip through on the rebound, and he draws the foul, and now there's going to be a technical called on Goins Chandler, I believe. I think he wanted the call earlier for the foul. So that's something the official didn't like.
I'm not sure what transpired there. It was right in front of us here.
I didn't hear anything. He had to have said something.
I mean, we had the headset on it. He had to say something. I mean, he's talking to the coach. He goes, I don't understand what happened.
And McLaughlin's yelling at the official on the floor,
and he's saying that Goins Chandler said something, but he's saying, I didn't say it, coach.
So Zach Jennings goes to the free throw line off the technical. 2 free throws and possession. And he knocks down both of them. And that's Jennings' first points, and officials are going to still talk.
We're having a conversation over here about, because Coach McLaughlin is still not happy with the explanation he got, and probably rightfully so. I didn't see any kind of reaction from Jalen that warranted a technical foul there.
No,
so
I didn't either.
Tough call there for Tri-Valley, and I mean, obviously, we weren't right next to the play as the official was, so.
1 minute left in the second quarter. 25-14, Coshocton trying to get something going offensively. Jarvis spins and then pulls it back out, and now Jennings, 40 seconds to play. Now down to 30 seconds, and there's going to be a turnover. Eric Neal comes away with it, throws it ahead. Missed layup in transition, but a nice putback from Lyle. And Lyle back in the game, Dave, playing with the 2 fouls. There is only 20 seconds left in the quarter, but he's back in the game, and it's 27-14. Coshocton with 9 seconds left will play for the last shot. Here's Jennings putting the moves on. Now Lyle in front of him, 4 seconds, 3. Lonsberry knocks it down to end the first half from downtown. That's a big shot to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit for the Redskins, and they'll go into the half trailing by 10, 27-17. And Dave, the first quarter we said was pretty even. Neither team could really get an edge. A handful of turnovers from each team, but the second quarter, all dogs all the way. And Lonsberry, that's a big shot there to kind of stop the bleeding, but they still trail by 10, the Redskins do, going into halftime.
I know, and that was, it's down to 10 points, but just that little bit of, the thing with Jennings making the technicals, as we said, he's been a scorer, and sometimes that's the kind of thing that gets a score going. You get a couple free throws, get something easy, because he hasn't had anything easy. Tri-Valley's defense has been outstanding tonight, just been super aggressive on both ends, and made it very difficult for Coshocton to even get a nice look at the basket here. But the threes are keeping them in it. Jarvis has got a couple. Lonsberry just hit the one, as you said. Tri-Valley with that lone three-pointer from Luke Lyle there early.
So at halftime, 27-17, Tri-Valley out in front over the Coshocton Redskins, and we'll be back after a 10-minute halftime. We'll have messages from our sponsors on youtube.com/Storied Rivals, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC, Muskingum Valley Health Centers. We'll be right back.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
In the Army National Guard, my part-time service lets me serve close to home, keep a full-time job, and earn money for school. I really can have it all in the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
Hey, this is Sergeant Raz. This is what it's like in the National Guard. Did I mention it was part-time? I give them my time, they pay for my education. We all have family. This is my extended one. What are you doing today? Check out nationalguard.com.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
Welcome back to Tri-Valley High School here on youtube.com/Storied Rivals, and the Scotties boosted by a really good second quarter, and they find themselves out in front of the Coshocton Redskins 27-17, a 10-point advantage. Heading into quarter number 3, the start of the second half, Will Ford on hand with Dave Hilliard. And Dave, a really good second quarter, like I said, for Tri-Valley. Coshocton had a lot of turnovers, and so they're going to have to find a way to protect the ball here as we get underway with the second half.
Yep. Turnovers are going to be the key here. You got to limit those and get some offensive rebounds, give yourself some extra opportunities here, and that's something they haven't got many of. Tri-Valley's been pretty much dominant on the glass here as well.
See, Caden King is in the game starting this second half. Big man tries to alter the shot, but can't do so, and it's a bucket to start the third quarter. And number 3, Nathan Favre. 27-19. Early going, third quarter. Lyle on the left wing. Does the lineup at 3, missed it. Rebound, Haley. And now Jarvis, too strong. And it's going to be out of bounds and stay with the Redskins.
Jarvis kind of missed his last 2 or 3 attempts from beyond the arcs. He's cooled off a little bit after those 2 early ones.
And he started off the game 2 for 3. A lob in the paint, and Haley puts it down.
And this is not what you want right out of the locker room if you're Tri-Valley. Your 10-point lead is now down to 6, and it's going to be a battle the rest of the way now.
Caden King fakes the handoff, drive strong and misses. Rebound from Jake Frew.
Nice move there from the big fella. Just couldn't convert it, but Frew was there to clean up his miss.
And Frew, the first player for Tri-Valley in double figures with 10. And Lyle has 8. Frew thought about reaching on a steal, and then there's another layup inside for Coshocton.
For the Redskins, Corbin Haley.
And that's Corbin Haley again.
2-pointers.
So back-to-back buckets for him. The lob, and now the drive left. King facilitating now, finds Frew again. Frew misses and puts back his own miss.
Just stayed after it. Nice job there by Jacob Frew.
Haley over to Jarvis. Jarvis has been off since the beginning of the game. Goins Chandler gambled. Now Jennings. Haley behind the three-point line. Now Goins Chandler off the board. Almost loses it, puts up a wild shot, and he gets it to go. And a timeout from Coach McLaughlin as Tri-Valley gets their lead back up to 10.
20-second timeout there, or 30-second timeout, I should say. But I think one of those, just noticed right off the bat, I mean, the intensity level on the defensive end just wasn't there like it was for Tri-Valley in the first half. It just seemed like every single pass and every single dribble they were contesting in the first half. And the first few possessions here for Coshocton, who's already scored 6 points in the quarter, they just weren't there. I mean, they just weren't, that level of intensity they had in the first half just wasn't there. And coach not really happy with that. And plus, you know, those first 4 minutes of the second half, that's such a crucial time of the basketball game. And, you know, the 10-point lead went down to 6 really quick, but they've kicked it back up to 10 again. But I think they're just searching for a little more consistency here, a little better defensive effort here from Tri-Valley.
So Coshocton will have possession out of the timeout. Lead back up to 10 for the Dogs. Off the wild shot from Goins Chandler in transition. 5 minutes on the clock, third quarter. Jarvis thought about a 3, looking for the back door, nobody there. Gets a cut into the paint, a pump fake now in the corner, spinning. A lot going on in the paint. Eric Neal with the rejection. Jennings now with a jumper from mid-range, and he gets the bounce.
For the Redskins, Zach Jennings with a 2-pointer.
Now Neal thinking about a 3, now looking for somebody. Lyle posting up, and he's fouled.
Can't reach through him from behind, and that's exactly what Favre did right there. That's going to get called every time, and that's his third, so I think he's going to take a little seat over there on the bench. 3 fouls early here, halfway through the third quarter, I should say, and that's, say most coaches are going to take you out and give you a chance to not get that fourth one here right away. Nice play.
Oh, what a lob inside to Jake Frew. He tries to throw it down, and he grazes the rim, but
he kind of semi threw it down.
Yeah. And Frew has 14. Lead back up to 10.
Nice baseline out of bounds play there from the Scotties.
Halfway through the third. Jarvis is going to call a play. And he's going to spot up for 3. Off the back screen, no good, and he has been ice cold since the first quarter. Started hot 2 for 3. Missed every one since. Nice drive from Ty Smith. Back tap from Frew. And then a rebound. And a rebound corralled by Alex Lopper. Now Zach Jennings looking for Lopper in the paint, and one.
For the Redskins, basket counts by number 23, Alex Lopper.
Called that on Ty Smith there, so that's his second foul.
And Goins Chandler's going to come in for him. Alec Lopper looking to convert a 3-point play, and Aaron Frew is going to come into the game for the first time tonight for Jake Frew. And Aaron gets usually a couple quarters junior varsity and on varsity, and a missed free throw from Lopper. Alex Williams in the game for Tri-Valley as well. Now Lyle drives right, throws up a left-handed shot and gets it to go off the glass. That's a pretty move from Luke Lyle.
Lots of contact there, but no call, and he converted the tough shot.
Baseline pass out of bounds, a turnover for Coshocton. That was Haley who threw that one out, and he'll go take a seat.
Number 12, Brody Hammersley.
Brody Hammersley is in the game for the Redskins.
Jacob Lonsberry returns.
And also Jacob Lonsberry. And now we have both Frews on the floor. Eric Neal takes a seat. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. 10-point lead, Tri-Valley. Good job breaking the press. Goins Chandler drives left, throws it up right-handed. Rebound, Jake Frew, and he's fouled. Going to the line.
Coshocton just does not have an answer for Frew on the inside. I mean, he's just having his way inside. He's got offensive rebounds. I mean, they've lobbed it to him in there. He's converted inside. I mean, they just don't have anybody that can handle him inside.
Rims out on the first. Lyle heads to the bench. Caden King in for Aaron Frew. Two minutes, 49 seconds, third quarter. Jake Frew goes 1 for 2 at the line. The lead is now 11. And he has 15 points. Hammersley will hand off. Get it back on the left wing. Setting up a shot for Lopper. Knocks down a triple.
3-point field goal. Alec Lopper. 3 points.
Alec Lopper brings it inside 10, and then a turnover from Alex Williams, who just heaves it out of bounds. And he is frustrated as he takes a seat.
Corbin Haley returns.
Coaches are suggesting maybe an alternative place to pass the ball the next time he's in that situation.
Anywhere but over the head of your intended target.
Or at the coach on the sideline. That was Coach McLaughlin had a better chance at that one than anybody on the court.
Down to 2 minutes, third quarter. Pass to the corner. Goins Chandler gambled, and now a nice feed inside, and Caden King rips that one away.
I'm going to say once he's got his hands on it, nobody else is getting it.
Lyle to Frew. King's trying to post up. They're fronting. Now King gets his body in the way and allows Goins Chandler to can a three-pointer. And that's a really good play from Caden King. He didn't even set a screen. He just stood in the way of the defenders.
Just stood in the way. It's a screen. It's just
I guess so.
Not the screen you're thinking of, but he just did a good job getting in the way. And there he is again, playing nice defense.
And an offensive foul. Corbin Haley dropped his shoulder, initiated the contact himself. And that's Haley's second foul to go along with 8 points.
For Tri-Valley, Eric Neal returns for the Redskins.
Caden King.
Number 30, H. Jarvis.
Good minutes there from Caden King, and Eric Neal does a nice job too as a freshman. He comes in, he doesn't try to do things that he's not capable of. He just plays within himself. He rebounds. He's just real aggressive. Does a nice job for him. And that was an unforced error from Jalen Goins Chandler. He just dribbled the ball out of bounds.
And I think they should give Caden King an assist for that screen there, blocking those two defenders. Even though it's an unofficial assist, but you got to give that man something. That was a really good play. Inside a minute in the third quarter, 41-30, Dogs on top.
Nice job there by Ty Smith getting around and getting a piece of that ball.
Goins Chandler now will race the other way. 40 seconds and counting. Luke Lyle, the southpaw, drives left, loses it, out of bounds off of Lyle.
8 turnovers now for the Dogs, 13 for Coshocton.
.30 seconds left in the quarter. Jacob Lonsberry up top. Goins Chandler on him, 18 seconds. Nobody moving offensively except Lonsberry with the ball. Now over to Jennings with 8 seconds. Ty Smith on him. Jennings spins, fades away off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound. And Haley tried to throw it up before the end of the quarter and he didn't get it off. Or he got it off, but it didn't go down, a wild shot. And
it went in, but they waved it off immediately,
yes.
Which I think was the right call.
Yes. And we'll head into quarter number 4 with the Dogs on top, 41-30, and we'll have a message real quick from our sponsors, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC, Muskingum Valley Health Centers.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
In the Army National Guard, my part-time service lets me serve close to home, keep a full-time job, and earn money for school. I really can have it all in the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to find out more.
Quarter number 4 is set to get underway here in Dresden. We got a good one between the Dogs and the Redskins. 11-point advantage for Tri-Valley. Maintaining the lead that they built going into halftime. Coshocton had a good start to the third, but Tri-Valley quickly snuffed out any runs they had in them. Now Smith on the wing will drive, hang, and score.
Strong finish from Ty Smith. Up off the glass there and got a nice 2 there to extend the lead to 13 here to start off the quarter.
And it's the largest lead.
Nice defense from Jalen Goins-Chandler again.
Eric Neal gets a deflection, hands it off to Goins-Chandler, and they're going to call a travel on Jalen Goins-Chandler off the handoff. Goins-Chandler, I don't think, has had his way with the officials tonight.
He hasn't been on the end of the favorable call tonight. He is not. He's playing really good defense. He's not scoring as much as he has recently, but he's really doing a nice job defensively here for the Scotties.
Jennings on the catch, kicks to the corner, and they're going to call a foul driving baseline. That was Favre trying to get into the paint, and they'll take it out underneath.
It was Luke Lyle's third. Team's fourth here of the second half.
A lot of contact in the paint.
Oh.
And a spin move, and they're going to call a foul on the defense. Or are they going to call that? No, yeah, that is on the defense. I thought everybody was coming this way.
And that was on Luke Lyle. He just picked up 3 and 4 within about a 2-second span there.
Corbin Haley with the move in the paint, the spin move. And that was a lot of contact. And, Dave, I really thought that Corbin Haley initiated that contact.
That was what I was thinking as well. I thought he was the one that initiated the contact.
He swung that shoulder hard.
I thought Luke had the position there, so.
And Haley makes one.
For Coshocton, number 2, Braden Johns.
Braden Johns will come in for Coshocton, and Abe Jarvis will sit down. And Jarvis has been quiet ever since the first quarter. Hasn't gotten much going offensively. Good job from Goins-Chandler and Ty Smith. Now over to Frew.
Nice.
Pass to Eric Neal for the deuce. That is just great ball movement and not a single dribble on that possession.
Nice job there by Tri-Valley breaking that pressure and getting the easy deuce.
And then a backdoor the other way, and Jennings answers back.
Zach Jennings for Coshocton.
Goins-Chandler breaks the press himself. Alex Williams in the game, has it deflected out of bounds. Some good pressure there from Favre.
Substitution for Coshocton, number 30, Abe Jarvis.
Abe Jarvis back in quickly, and Braden Johns will head to the bench. Hand off to Ty Smith off the inbound. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the game. 45-33, Tri-Valley on top. Smith will drive baseline. Oh, a nice find looking for Frew, but Jarvis came away with it. Had the right idea. Jarvis behind the back. Hoists a 3, and that's no good. Smith kicks it up ahead to Jake Frew. Now at the half spot, Eric Neal, strong move. Jarvis tried to draw the charge, didn't get the call. McLaughlin calls a timeout on the floor, and Eric Neal has 6 points and extends this Tri-Valley lead to 14.
Jarvis has the palms up. Hey, where was the call? I mean, it's one of those that close to the basket. You're really going to have a tough time getting officials to call that. I mean, it's got to be, you got to be farther away from the basket. And again, I'm going to lobby for that restricted area to come into high school basketball. But Tri-Valley's done a nice job there against their pressure. A little bit concerned when Lyle went out of the game with 4 fouls because he's somebody that handles the ball for him, but Jalen Goins-Chandler and Ty Smith have done a really nice job. As you commented there, the one possession, ball did not touch the floor. Back and forth between the 2 guards. They got it to the middle. He dumped it down there, and Neal finished it for him. So really nice possession there. Tri-Valley, just want to make sure here, just be clean the rest of the way. Contest everything, make it tough, but also take care of the basketball. They've made a double-digit in turnovers now. They've got 10. Coshocton with 14 here. So just ball security here with a 14-point lead, and something you got to think about here. Coshocton only has 3 fouls right now, so they've got some fouls to give before they can start sending Tri-Valley to the line as well.
5 minutes, 42 seconds left in regulation. Coshocton down 14. Favre walks it up the floor, breaks that one-man pressure from Ty Smith, and now a corner 3.
Three-pointer for Coshocton, Jacob
Lonsberry knocks it down. He has 8. 47-36.
A lot of contact again there, yep.
Just riding him up the floor. And Lonsberry, it's a big 3 to kind of chip into this lead. He hit the 3 at the end of the half. Hits one there. Now Ty Smith. Jake Frew pump fakes, drives. What a nice move from Jake Frew. He has 17, leading all scorers in this game, and dominant in the paint.
Coshocton has not had an answer for him all night inside.
There's a foul on the floor, and it's on Tri-Valley. And
it was on Ty Smith there.
Ty
That's
Smith.
his 3rd. Again, he had pretty good position. That's a tough call.
Corner 3 again. Lonsberry misses. Jennings with the rebound. Had a little bit of contact and missed it.
And Neal with a nice block there.
And there's a turnover. Tried to lob it. Nice jump stop. Floats it up and missed by Favre. Now Ty Smith trying to get some help. Lyle playing with the 4 fouls with 4 minutes left in the 4th.
Ooh, nice basket cut there from Frew. They just couldn't get it to him right there.
Now Lyle, right wing, lines it up. Long rebounds. And off of Frew. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. A full timeout from Coshocton.
I think that helps Tri-Valley a little bit. I think he wanted to get a little more organized against their pressure. They've struggled a little bit here in the last couple times, bringing it up the floor.
Tri-Valley leads 49-36. And we're about halfway through the 4th quarter. And Jake Frew, 17 points. Luke Lyle with 10. And Frew, like you said, David, they just had no answer for him. And he's been scoring everything in the paint and he was out here in the corner, and they bit on the three-point fake.
I know,
and he drove right to the basket, and it was an easy deuce, and he's just doing anything he wants in this game.
That was such a nice move, though. I mean, he showed the basketball, and, you know, that's one of those where when you're not that familiar with the opponent. I mean, you know, Coshocton and Tri-Valley, this is kind of a renewal of an old rivalry, you know, and it's one of those where when you play teams twice in a conference, you get, you know that, hey, we're going to let him take that shot. You know, you want him to shoot it from out there. He's doing you a favor if he does, and he had no intention of shooting it from out there.
No.
But a super nice fake and drive to the basket and finish there from Jake Frew.
Favre lets the ball roll. Goins Chandler with some good pressure. Good deflection. Jake Frew throws it ahead to Ty Smith. Nice play on the fast break.
Ty Smith with their layup.
It's good unselfish play there, and just a nice look from Jake Frew to Ty Smith there, and extends that lead up to 15 here with just over 3 minutes to go in this one.
A three the other way from Alec Lopper. He's got a couple of those, and he has 8.
Every time it looks like Tri-Valley's going to pull away, Coshocton just seems to have an answer. They've got a 3 that comes up. That's Lopper's second here in the second half. 6 threes on the game here for Coshocton, 2 from Tri-Valley.
3 minutes left to play.
Nice look there.
Lyle lobs it into Eric Neal, and he gets the 2.
Eric Neal with his 6th point of the quarter here.
Wild shot.
Partially blocked there, I think, from Neal.
Neal's been really active defensively. Had a couple blocks in this quarter now.
Tri-Valley made a nice decision there. Maybe slow down a little bit here. Up 14.
Eric Neal will drive.
Nice drive.
Left-handed scoop. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Nice move there from the young kid.
Now Lopper from deep. Alec Lopper on fire from 3 in the second half.
I think they're going to have a discussion about Lopper over here in the Tri-Valley huddle, because the last 2 have basically been uncontested. I mean, I know he was deep, but you got to get a hand on a 3-point shooter. You got to get a hand up. You can't just let him get a good look at it with his shoulder square to the basket. I mean, you got to distract him somehow, and Tri-Valley has not done that with him, and he's made him pay. 2 deep threes here in the fourth quarter.
That was Steph Curry range right
now
there.
That was their 7th 3 of the game here.
And speaking of Steph Curry, he had an amazing game the other night.
Yeah.
62 points, a career high.
Yeah. Which 60 points in an NBA game, that's
something.
I mean, all those guys are so good, and everyone is such a and for somebody to play just that much better, I mean, that's somebody that's playing at the top of their game, and really you wouldn't have expected it because he hasn't played that well. I watched him play Milwaukee earlier in the season. He didn't play that great. He struggled offensively a little bit. His whole team has struggled offensively, and you just didn't see that one coming.
And of course, they're playing without Klay Thompson, who has had back-to-back just terrible injuries.
Yeah.
The torn ACL and now the torn Achilles. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter here in Dresden. Tri-Valley on top, 53-42. Now Jake Frew in the paint, reverse layup, can't get it to go. Eric Neal again active, and he's in double figures with 10.
Coshocton has just had no way of any answer on the interior.
Jarvis airballs a 3. They'll step back again. Short. Luke Lyle with the bound. One minute, 30 seconds.
Nice
Neal
look.
Again. Oh, I think he walked with it, but
I thought he
gets
did
the
too.
layup.
But
I mean, you'll take them when they come.
Deep defender flying by. He kind of did a double step there, but got away with 2 points. 15-point lead here with just over a minute to go now.
That basket doesn't necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things. That's a nice move on the baseline from Corbin Haley. He's had a nice game, 11 points for him. Goins Chandler putting the moves on, loses the ball. Nice step through, layup, count it, and one. And that's Abe Jarvis. That's the first time he's scored since the first quarter.
The last thing you want to do is stop the clock in that situation by fouling, and unfortunately Eric Neal got called for that one.
Off the back of the rim.
Gets
no
the
good.
rebound, though, to make up for it.
Yes. He's had a really nice game. 12 points. 30 seconds to play. Luke Lyle finds Neal again, and instead of putting up the shot, that's really good sportsmanship there from Tri-Valley. Just kind of trying to run this clock out, not trying to score anymore. Don't want to run the score up. Because Eric Neal and Jake Frew were both right under the basket. They could have put that up if they wanted to. 8 seconds left. Goins Chandler now will dribble it out the rest of the way. 2, 1, and that's the ball game, folks. 57-46, Tri-Valley on top of the Coshocton Redskins, and they move to 4-5 on the season. Coshocton falls to 5-4, inverted records, and it's a really good game, Dave, for Tri-Valley, trying to get back into the swing of things. They've played some really tough competition, and Coshocton was tough early in this game, but their defensive pressure proved too much. Some good contributions from guys like Jake Frew, Eric Neal. They really bolstered this team tonight.
Yep, and just to go through scoring summary here for Coshocton, Zach Jennings with 6 tonight, Jacob Lonsberry with 8, Nathan Favre with 2, Corbin Haley with 11, Alec Lopper with 11, and Abe Jarvis with 8 rounds out the totals there for 46 total points for the Coshocton Redskins. Tri-Valley total 57 tonight. Dalton Hazen with 2, Jalen Goins Chandler with 7, Ty Smith with 7, Jake Frew with 17, Eric Neal with 12, Luke Lyle with 10, 3 Scotties in double figures there, and Frew and Neal both with 17 and 12. That's 29 of the 57. So, you know, half of the points came from interior guys, and that was the definite advantage that Tri-Valley had tonight, was the interior play. Coshocton just didn't have an answer for the interior play of Tri-Valley tonight.
And Tri-Valley moves to 4-5. Coshocton falls to 5-4, and next up for Tri-Valley, they're at New Lexington. And for Coshocton, they host Philo, and those are on Friday, January 8th, so a couple days before they play those games. And then our next broadcast tomorrow night, the Tri-Valley girls hosting Riverview. And for the boys here on youtube.com/Storied Rivals, they'll be playing host to Philo on January 15th, so we'll have a little bit before we have boys basketball back on YouTube.
I should have stayed with somebody in Dresden for the last couple nights.
Yeah, same here.
This
yeah,
would be 3 games, 3 nights in a row out here.
That's right. So. Yeah. Well, we'll have some fun tomorrow night with the Tri-Valley girls taking on Riverview. The final score here in Dresden for the Tri-Valley boys, they come out with the win, 57-46, and they improve to 4-5 on the season. And we want to thank our sponsors, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC, Muskingum Valley Health Centers. For Dave Hilliard, I'm Will Ford signing off for now. We'll see you tomorrow night in Dresden for the Tri-Valley girls hosting Riverview.